Saw the money and got activated. Saw that money and got activated. I saw that money and got activated.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Of course, as soon as we got to the shop, the GoPro was having a issue with the SD card that I put in it that I don't normally use, and I didn't bring an extra with me. So we're back off the phone for the moment, but we're in a different area. Finally doing our first video out of the new shop. Still need to get some better lighting in here, but we unfortunately aren't doing anything exciting. We are putting the drive shaft back in the BMW because we pull it out every year, or we pulled it out when we were running different, when we were trying different tire specs out with the old rim setup. And these cars are super sensitive with the all-wheel drive systems. So like if you have a slightly, like even by a fraction, bigger tire or smaller tire in the front or the rear, it can actually destroy the transfer case on these things. So I didn't want to risk it and just pulled the shaft until I figured out what tire spec was going to work. With that being said, it's back on stock, so we're going to throw the drive shaft in it, so that way when we get some snow, we can do all-wheel drive donuts, and this thing handles a little better in the snow. So here's our drive shaft. As you can see, this is our brand new Golden Nugget transmission. The camera makes everything look a lot dirtier. It's really just aluminum and it's corroded. It used to be really shiny when they first put it in. It was like a couple, like 4,000 miles ago. Oh. I just noticed that there's a leak right here. I don't know what that's from, actually. I wonder what that is. It looks like it's been leaking for a minute. Oh, I think it's the valve covers, which these things are notorious for leaking valve covers. I just now saw that. That's crazy. I really hope it's not the rear main, because if the rear, oh, it looks like it's the oil pan. Or no, it's leaking. Yeah, it's definitely the valve cover gaskets. Or gasket appears to be leaking, so we'll have to do that, I guess, because it's all down here too, but it looks red. It's weird. I don't know, almost looks like it would be trans fluid, but it's strange. Well, we got something to finally do on this thing, like maintenance wise. This is the first issue that like I've had, aside from like some weird defect. For those that don't know, the transmission in this car took a complete crap after owning it for about not even 1,000 miles. Or no, it was like 3,000. It ended up being the input shaft stripped out because whoever owned the car before must have like got it stuck in snow or something, and they were just dumping the clutch. And it was a female that owned it before, so that wouldn't surprise me. So they ended up having to put a brand new transmission in this thing and a brand new transfer case in it. And yeah, aside from that, I've had no issues with the car. Well, actually, I did have one other issue, but it was because whoever installed the transmission didn't put the shifter snap ring back on properly, so it shook loose and the shift linkage came disconnected one day while I was driving. But that's besides the point. Aside from that, we've had to do hardly any maintenance on this car, but I keep up on the maintenance on it. I do everything at the proper intervals and stuff like that. So, but now we found our first issue with the BMW. It's crazy. So, looks like it's got to be the valve cover. Let's pop the hood and see if we can see anything. Oh yeah, so the valve cover is most definitely leaking. If you look, here, I'll shine the light back there. You can kind of see where the oil has kind of started gunking up. So definitely got to do that ASAP. The last thing I want is this thing puking oil all over the block, because that just is disgusting. Actually, is this leaking too? I'm so confused. It looks like it could be leaking here as well, but I don't know if that's just it. That could have been from where I spilled oil pulling the oil filter out, but it's definitely leaking some oil. So we're gonna put that on the list. I'll get that ordered this week and we'll get that thrown in there. It's no big deal. The valve covers on these, I'm 100% sure they're fairly easy because this cowl piece comes off real easy and stuff. So, because I've already done the spark plugs on this thing once, so shouldn't be too difficult. But I'm like kind of excited that there's like something maintenance wise on the BMW, and I know I'm gonna regret saying that because the watch is gonna blow up now. So, oh man, I cannot wait to make this car nice. I'm so excited. Put proper bumpers on it, proper suspension. It's just, there's so many projects that I want done, and the BMW just always gets put last on the list because, I mean, at the end of the day, it really is just a daily. So it's like, you know, it's the one car I depend on, and it's the one car I think of last when it comes to modifying and stuff. So I don't know, I really need to give it some attention. I was supposed to do some stuff on it within this like month, but I'm starting to kind of backpedal on that. And because we have to get the first gen done by May, sometime in May for UCC, and that, believe it or not, that's right around the corner with the amount of work we have to do on the first gen. So it's gonna be it's probably gonna have to get put on the back burner until summertime. The BMW will probably have to get put on the back burner as far as what we had in plans for it. I don't know, we'll see though. I don't want to say that, but it'd be cool if we could do both, but we'll see what happens. Get this thing sat on the ground, and then we'll start playing car shuffle. We got to get the first gen back in here, and definitely want to drive this thing home because, man, I hate driving the first gen in the wintertime. It sucks. So get this thing on the ground, drive it out, pull Corbin's truck out, and get the first gen stuff back in here, and then stuff Corb's truck back in here. So definitely got to get better lighting in here because the cameras have a hard time focusing because this lighting's so dim. It's very strange, but yeah, we'll have to definitely try to get some like LED lighting in here. We need like white lights of some type, not the fluorescent style. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap up this video. I know it was not entertaining at all. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna upload this, just because I hate to give you guys a boring video. Right now is probably about the time period that videos are only gonna be coming like once a week, and we might start seeing a little more vlog style videos because I'm going to be going out of town not this week, but next weekend. I'm going out of town for about 3 or 4 days, right before Christmas. So I'll be out doing that, and it's not anything car related, unfortunately, so not much content there, but I probably still will film like a small travel vlog, like nothing too in depth, but something to watch that might be intriguing to others. But yeah, I'm pretty much just blabbing on at this point. Hopefully we get some snow and we can get some videos of the BMW, you know, doing some rips. And unfortunately, I apologize that we're not on the GoPro today, because the GoPro's video quality is just 1,000 times better. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm probably gonna chop it all up because I've said and and 1,000 different other things at this point. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.